today's podcast we're making Bramley apple and caramel pancakes. Right, for the pancakes we've got flour, eggs and milk. For the filling, Bramley apples and butter, and served with squeezy caramel and creme fraiche. First of all, for the pancakes, I've got some flour, goes into a bowl. Next, the eggs. I'll just crack those in, like that. And a little tip here, if you add some of the milk at this point, not a lot, then whisking gently. By whisking from the centre, break the yolks. If you just whisk from the centre, you'll find that the actual flour incorporates perfectly without any lumps. And as you can see, there's a couple of tighter lumps there, but it is a fail-safe way of making a batter. And then you add enough milk to make a smooth batter. Now if the batter's too thin, the pancakes will fall apart when you cook them. If it's too thick, they're what they call blister, and they'll pop up almost like puff pastry. But just getting that mixture perfect, and I reckon that's about it. Here I've got a pan which has been heating for a couple of minutes. And to that I'm going to add a tablespoon and a half of oil. And you want to put enough mixture into the pan, just covers the bottom. What you don't want to do is end up with too much mixture pan. If you do, you end up with a thick pancake. Straight back onto the heat. Now, the first pancake always either doesn't brown enough, or it splits, or it sticks, whatever. So you need to get the initial heat into the pan. After that, they seem to work perfectly. Now, as this cooks, you'll see that the inside starts to go slightly dry. On the outside, you'll start getting a little touch of brown. If I just lift this up, you'll see, look at that. That is perfect. But a bit too much oil in the pan for the first one. So I'll just flip this over. Now you can see that mark in there is because I've got too much oil in the pan. So next time I'll put a tiny bit less into there. But it's also blistering slightly, and that's what I mean about being perhaps a tad thick. Literally give it a couple of seconds on the side, and this is the professional way of getting it out. Hand, pancake, plate. You don't need baking parchment or cling film, you just chuck them on a plate like that and make them and stack them up, cover them in cling film, put in the fridge. The residual moisture in between there, as it condenses, will stop them sticking. Trust me, I'm a chef. This one's ready now. Into the hand, on top. And you can see the steam coming up, and that is what causes the condensation, and they won't stick together. This is the Bramley apple filling. Now I love Bramley apples purely because they have a wonderful acidic flavour, and also they're quite high in moisture, so they cook down very quickly. And when they do cook down, you end up with what we call a marmalade, and it's absolutely fantastic. It marries perfectly with a bit of creme fraiche and squeezy caramel. It'll cut the flavours beautifully. You need to prepare that. So, a sharp knife, we'll just take off the top, the bottom of the apple, a bit off there. We're using a corer. This is the secret of the corer. You go halfway through the apple, take it out, turn it over, go the other half, and it should go straight through perfectly. Then I'm going to cut them in quarters. Sharp knife. Using a very sharp knife, just take off the core. You can use a peeler, it's up to you, but just peel off the skin, just like that. I just cut my apple into thin wedges, just like that there. Right, over here I've got a hot pan. To that I'm going to add the unsalted butter. And just cook that until it starts to brown, which it is there. Pop in the apple and just cook those in the butter. And what I'm going to do is spoon them into the pancake. Then there's no sugar in this at the moment. The apples are cooked down perfectly. A little touch of creme fraiche. Again, not too much, just enough to bring all these flavours together. Finally, Sweet caramel. Look at that. There's the sugar. Over the top like that. We'll just move it to the centre of the plate. Hold that over like that. Nicer. Finally. There it is. Hot Bramley apple pancakes. And the best part of all is tasting it. Bang on. Very good. For more of my delicious recipes, go to carnation.co.uk.